Hey guys, MrLuke here, and I'm here to do a video going over the 1 year anniversary of Rugby League Live 3 being out on the PlayStation, the Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, and I think PC eventually. Obviously with PC it came out a little bit later, I think. But yeah, basically it's been a year. It's kind of hard to believe it's been a year, but I believe it did come out on September the 10th. Actually, I got my copy. A lot of people got their copies on the 9th, I think. Got it a day early because it was sent a day early for whatever reasons. I got mine from the Gamesman. They sent it to me early, so pretty happy about that one. But obviously with the year being gone, like I remember sort of thinking like, oh, do I do a review back then? And I was like, no, I'll wait. So I didn't want to give like a first impressions, or do a review after a few weeks, but obviously everything's fresh and I'm just loving it just because it's a new game. I thought I'd give my thoughts later on. Now, and I didn't end up doing that video because I ended up stopped making Rugby League Live 3 videos, and I fell completely like out of, I suppose not out of love, but yeah, didn't really enjoy the game anymore. But now I've been back and playing it, and it's pretty decent. But I thought right now would be a good time to give my opinions on Rugby League Live 3 a year on. So obviously I've played a lot of it, so I think I'm at a good point where I can give a fair assessment, and hopefully not be too harsh in the game. But I mean, at the same time, you got to point out the flaws in the game. So I've wrote a few notes here. You can't really see it, but I've wrote some good and some good. I've wrote the good and the bads. So just did some dot points. I'm going to start off with the good and then finish with the bad. So obviously my first little dot point here I've wrote down is that the intercepts are much better, because in Rugby League Live 3 they were horrendous, and that is very, very true. Intercepts don't really happen that often. In Rugby League Live 2, it was literally the only way that I would concede tries. They were so annoying, and they often came at points where the ball shouldn't have been intercepted. Like, it was seriously like, you throw a pass, you're like, how the hell did that even get intercepted? It was ridiculous. Whereas Rugby League Live 3, I haven't had any problems with the intercepts. The ones that have been intercepted have been pretty much fair intercepts, but I do have a point in the bad column that kind of goes with this, but I'll get to that at a later time. My second point is that the palming is much better. I felt in Rugby League Live 2, pretty much I could palm off all the time. In Rugby League Live 3, not so much. Maybe it's a little bit too nerfed, if anything, but yeah, it is very, very different to Rugby League Live 2, just in the sense that in Rugby League Live 2, I literally could just score at will just from palming off plays and then getting an offload, or just getting a quick pass straight afterwards, where you can't really do that too much on Rugby League Live 3. My third point is that kicking is better, just all-round kicking, in terms of, you know, bombs, just normal infield, like in-game sort of kicks, the punt and that sort of stuff. But in particular, I wanted to point out that the bombs were better. Obviously, you have your grubbers and that sort of stuff, they're good. But I found in Rugby League Live 2, the bombs, it wasn't necessarily the kick itself, it was actually contesting the bombs. You got the backpack now, which is very, very useful, and also the catching is actually easier to do. In Rugby League Live 2, I literally did not know how to catch the ball. I used to, up until the point, like, even, I was like really, really good at the game, I never lost. I would concede tries, so I didn't know how to do the bomb properly, or contest the bomb properly. I would just try and let the computer try and deal with it itself, rather than me actually trying to attempt to catch it, because I just knew it was not going to happen. Okay, the fan hub. The fan hub is actually really, really good. It's very, very good, and also leads into a negative, but I'll get to that later. Fan hub, obviously, it's let all the players look pretty like how they actually look. Obviously, we've got the 2016 roster updates as well through the fan hub. It's just been a great inclusion, I think, in the game. Moving on to career mode. There's a few little aspects of the career mode that I want to talk about, but the coach mode is actually, I think it's a little bit better. It's not hugely better, but I really do like just the little improvement that they made, in the sense that the signings were at the end of the year compared to, in Rugby League Live 2, the signings were all done after the season had ended, where this time you can sign throughout the season. So it was a little bit more like Rugby League Live 3, although they still haven't done it anything like Rugby League 2, or from what I hear, Rugby League 3 on the Wii was actually very, very good for that. Be a Pro. Be a Pro also involved in the career mode. Obviously you got the coach or Be a Pro, and Be a Pro is a really, really good concept. It's very, very good, and it is quite fun to just pick up and play and, you know, have a bit of a good time. Passing, I think passing is a little bit better. Not dramatically better or anything like that. I also feel offload's a little bit better. The amount of 4 passes, it used to be a guaranteed 4 pass all the time in Rugby League Live 2. That's why I never really did offloads, apart from like one animation. With this time, you can kind of get away with a few offloads, although you still do have the problems. But it's just like real life. Not all offloads are gonna come off. But yeah, I just feel the passing is a little bit better. Tackling, I feel tackling is better. Just the whole concept of you don't just have to press the button. Although I feel like at the start of Rugby League Live 3, I had like big problems with trying to make tackles, and I don't feel like I got the timing down any better. I don't know. Maybe I have. I don't know, but yeah, I do like the whole thing with tackling is that you do have to time it a little bit, and if you just hold down the button heaps long, it's going to go on the red and you're not going to make the tackle, rather than just press an X or A or whatever it is, depending on what console you have. Now moving on to the bad parts of Rugby League Live 3. There's a few here. Okay, so I did talk about intercepts being a lot better. They've now been replaced by knock-ons. And what I mean by that is that before you go to the line, you throw a pass, they get intercepted where it probably shouldn't have. Right now, you go to the line, you throw a pass, and a player will knock it on clearly, pick up the ball, run away and score. So even though the intercepts, I'm not conceding from intercepts, I'm still conceding from a thing close enough to being an intercept. So they've stopped one error and replaced it with another one. Now I know you can argue, oh well, don't throw the pass or whatever, but at the same time, they are knocking it on. Like it's not like it's hitting their head or anything. They're touching it with their arm. Like you can clearly see if you go in the replays, that sort of stuff. So it is a knock on. So yeah, it doesn't get picked up. The second point I have is the lack of updates. Now, I believe there's only been one proper update, and that took like 6-9 months, something like it's a stupid amount of time. Like, I remember thinking, like a month or two in, they were talking about this update, and I was thinking, oh man, this is taking forever after like 1 or 2 months. And then here you are, like six months later or whatever, and it still hadn't dropped. So that was very, very annoying, especially because there were some things that desperately needed to be fixed, like game-breaking things from memory. I think I saw some people's like saves were crashing and shit, but yeah, it was not good. Lack of updates really killed it for me a little bit. The fan hub, I talked about it being really, really good, and that almost is a bad thing. It's almost too good, like so good that they literally just grabbed it and just went, all right, now it's up to you guys. We're not really going to do anything. Granted, they do take the best creations, but at the end of the day, they barely did any sort of creations themselves. It was all on the community to go and make all the players, which is fine because people are going to do it. But at the same time, it shouldn't be up to the community to go and make the players. Like, imagine if everybody in FIFA had to go and make all the players faces. Otherwise, no, like Ronaldo would not look like Ronaldo. He'd just look like a nobody. Like, it'd be so stupid. Everybody would be up in arms. But for some reason, everyone goes fan hub. They let them off. Like I said, it is a very, very good concept. It's very, very good, the fan hub. I like it. But at the same time, you have to be online to use it. It's, like I said, they rely on it a little bit too much, I think. And I mean, because of that, we haven't seen any updates. 2016 roster updates. In Rugby League Live 2, you were able to actually buy, I think it was like the 2013 seasons, they had the new jerseys, new rosters, etc., etc. This time, they're just like, nope, you're done. 2016, use the old jerseys, which might not be a big deal to others, but to me, I think it'd just be really nice. Plays were taken out, and the lines that they run on the game don't really work very well. What I mean by the lines is that you often see the little X, that sort of one, right next to the dummy half, and by the time you actually go to throw the pass, they go from like supposed to be running like that, and then all of a sudden they'll swap where this guy will go across here, and then they'll just run straight. Like it's very, very annoying, and just the whole thing of plays in general were just taken out. Not that you could actually call a play or anything, but I did actually see a lot of the time in Rugby League Live 2, I could see a play coming, and I did in fact try and run that play whenever it was possible, and when it came off, it actually looked really nice. Maybe it was just a thing of the AI, because I noticed in Rugby League Live 2, I could also tell when the AI was going to do a play, because it was pretty easy to read. You could see them all lining up to do it, so it was very easy to defend. But yeah, I just think plays are something like, this is Rugby League Live 3, they should be able to do that by now. Be a pro. Did talk about it a little bit beforehand. I said it was a great addition. However, I believe myself that the Be a Pro is broken. I think it's a broken game mode. It's a bit of a boring game mode once you sort of get past the initial phase of like, oh, this is a new game mode. Once you play it for a little bit, you realize that the AI is incredibly stupid. It just so dumb. Your teammates do not do anything with the ball. Like, pretty much in my time of playing it, if I want my team to win and I'm playing Be a Pro, I literally have to piggyback the whole team. You've seen on here in my videos, whether it's the James Hart, Freakzilla, or whatever. Literally, anytime we win a game is because my player has scored 3 tries or has scored a try or like pretty much just set up the try. Just you have to do everything in this. And also I find I was playing fullback, so maybe that's a bit of a problem. I find the fullback literally is only on the right hand side. I don't know why. Obviously in real life the fullback roams the field left or right, whereas on this game they're literally stuck on the right hand side. And I don't know if just being out of position to that, you know, you're supposed to be on that position, because it always tells me I'm out of position, but I mean fullback can kind of do whatever. Maybe that kind of stuffs up the AI or something, I don't know, but just they're very, very stupid, very stupid. Play ratings is another one. Play ratings I think are very, very weird. Some of the ratings, they're not necessarily bad, but just the way it's set up. So I'm going to use an example here. James Roberts, unquestionably the fastest player in the NRL by far. On the game, he's rated, I think, like 87 or something, which is probably a fair rating. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, I don't know, depending on who you support or your opinions of James Roberts, but I think it's pretty fair. His speed, though, is nowhere near being the fastest on the game. And that reason is because you can't just pick up the speed. You can't just go speed 99, acceleration 99. You've got to go, oh, strength as well. It's got to move up to 99, that sort of stuff. Because they've done that weird sort of thing, which would work well for Be a Pro, mind you. I do like that for Be a Pro, where you got the levels. You level up in strength, speed. I think it's technical, tactics, that sort of stuff, instead of just doing individual stats where you could increase, which I think is better for making players and using, you know, proper players. Although you Be a Pro guy is probably better off with that way. So I don't understand why they couldn't really have 2 separate ones. I mean, look at FIFA. FIFA has a completely different way for their Be a Pros compared to making a normal player. Whereas Be a Pro, you do your unlock the upgrades and that sort of stuff, instead of just grabbing it and going from 0 to 99, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I definitely feel would have been a better option if you could just say, James Roberts, you're on 99 pace, 99 sprint speed, instead of having to go, yep, you're also 99 strength, 99 tackle, 99 catch bomb, 99 this, like just to get him to be fast. Because obviously some people literally have pace and that's it. Whereas on this game, if you're fast, you're also like a godly player. Like you're going to be like 90 plus rated, because everything else is also going to be up in the 90s. It's very, very dumb in my opinion. Also, to that point, I feel players all feel the same just because they've all got that same feeling. Like I said, James Roberts doesn't even feel like James Roberts because he's not the fastest in the game. He gets run down. Whereas, you know, if you're playing with James Roberts, it should be just as soon as he gets the ball in space, he's gone. He's gone. You can't catch him. So yeah, it is very, very annoying. Everyone feels the same. My second and last point I got is that the AI is too easy, they're too predictable, and they're very dumb. I talked about this briefly in the Be a Pro. They just do a lot of stupid shit. It's been toned down since the update that they did after like 6 months or whatever, but still nonetheless they are quite dumb, and it's very, very predictable. They just sort of take hit ups. Sometimes they'll do a random offlay, but for the most part I don't really concede that many tries, other than the ones that I'm kind of trying to concede to make the video a little bit entertaining. Yeah, moving on to the last one, it is longevity. Now, we're a year on, people do still play the game. I think that's purely just because it's a rugby league game. I don't feel there's that many game modes to make it, you know, make the game have a long sort of rate of playing. I don't really know exactly how to express what I'm trying to say here, but yeah, I just don't think the longevity is great. And considering that the games come out every few years, that's not really a good thing. Man, it's like, I think they really missed out on a few new game modes. Fingers crossed they'll be in it for the next one, should a new Rugby League Live 4 game come out or something like that. But yeah, just longevity. Myself, I had a big break from playing it, and right now, Rugby League Live 3 is only a game I really play to make videos, to be honest with you. A lot of people would assume that I love Rugby League Live 3 and I like playing that sort of stuff. I get lots of messages saying, play me now. And to be honest with you, it's not that I don't want to play you guys, it's just I don't want to play Rugby League Live 3 in general. But that's what happens when a game's usually a year on. I suppose it probably happened to people who play FIFA or NBA. If they just release a game every few years, people probably get tired of it. And basically I just think just the lack of updates and that sort of stuff has meant that it kind of died out. Like I felt the game was dead like a few months in, because there were lots of bugs. I saw lots of people went and traded it in. I did a talk with the Scottish Canon about this in one of the videos, and I think we also did one where it didn't make it to a video, but yeah, there were a lot of problems early on and they weren't fixed, which was really, really bad. They did eventually kind of get fixed, but at the end of the day, like, they waited so long, so many people were over it, and yeah, I think in the end it was kind of a little bit too late. But basically, I'm just rambling on now. That were just a few thoughts I had a year on. End of the day, the game was a good game. It was an improvement in Rugby League Live 2. I don't care what you say. I went back and played Rugby League 2. It's decent. There are a few things that are better, but overall, Rugby League Live 3 is still a better game, and that's to be expected. It's a new game. Like, it's like going back and playing Rugby League 2 on the PlayStation 2. First game, it's like, oh, this is fun, and then you play a little bit more and you go, man, this sucks. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Leave in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Rugby League Live 3 a year on? What has your experience been with the game? I'd really like to hear what you've got to say about this. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're around here. You can follow me on Twitter at MrLuke. My Facebook page is in the description below, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye, guys.